Alright, welcome to the start of a new anime review series known as, the anime is called The Strongest Job is apparently not a hero or a sage, but an appraiser, Provisional. Yep, we're discussing the very first episode of the series, known as The Tutorial is Already Running. Yes, you're probably thinking that you just went your break and you got the anime already? Well, this anime is 3 episodes in, so I figured they'll get this one knocked out of the way first. Per se, yes. So, yeah. I heard about this anime thanks to Instagram. Yeah, there was a clip of this posted on there of a scene that I will be getting to. So, this is quite interesting. So, our main character's name is Hibiki. The first time I heard the name Hibiki was actually Kamen Rider Hibiki, a show that it was famously had student interference because people thought the show was scary for kids. That's something to get in the future, not right now. So, starts with him basically running on this grass field, which is identified as maize grass. And he's chased by a horned rabbit. The pesky rabbit. Yeah, it's kind of explained in a flashback that he kind of was shown here, and also the fact that this height was actually mentioned too, where apparently his growth was stopped at some point, and he's 16 years old, by the way. Yeah, 16. And he gets isekai. He's a high schooler, despite the fact he looks like a child. And he defeats his rabbit simply by it jumping and then tripping and hitting his backpack, and then having his back crush the rabbit's head. He's like, wow, this first pick up a carcass. So he puts the dead rabbit in his bag, which probably has got his school stuff, and he basically is wearing a white button-up shirt, blue pants, and probably dress shoes. And then, he gets, there's this, because there's an isekai, status screens, yes. I would say about 99% of anime that are isekai always have these status screens. And this is actually one of those rare ones where it's not a video game based one. Yeah, the whole status screen thing for isekai is very common. It has popped up in pretty much almost just about every single major isekai I have come across. I think except for Overlord, Konosuba, and ReZero. But a lot of the smaller anime, this is common. I would say the biggest isekai I've seen where has the status screens is the Rise of a Shield Hero. Yeah, they had one. Cautious Hero had one. You might be thinking, did Sagateu have one? No. It did not. Because set in alternate World War I Germany. So, after crushing the rabbit, and then he talks he praises the grass, it's this maize eater thing. Yeah, this grass. And he runs across, able to avoid being eaten by the grass, which is kind of weird. And in front of us, maize grass. Okay. Look, a road. He goes down and slips and ends up on a road. And then, of course, he's confronted by a dog monster. And meanwhile, though, we see our elf. Yes, an elf. First person he comes across is an elf. Now, you might be curious, though. An elf is not normally something people come across first when they arrive in another world. Who talk. Usually, it's just another person. Or, elf is very rare. So, then pretty much basically, her name is Amelia. And she's 56. Despite the fact she's an elf. Well, basically 56 is quite young for an elf. So, also she has an embarrassing thing where, for some weird reason, her breast caused basically her shirt to basically a button to pop off. Yes, it's a recurring gag. And there's going to be a certain point where she's going to leave Hibiki and she's like off basically off in the Elven Kingdom, and she's swimming back. But by the time I read it in the manga version, she has not come back to him yet. So then, of course, like, oh, you're an elf. That was actually complete. Now, when I read the manga version scene, like when he sees, like, oh, are you like he sees her ears, like, you're an elf, aren't you? He's like, yes. Now in the manga, that was not there. That was complete anime original, that line. And of course, she's got as a spiritual archer. She uses spirit energy to form arrows. Different, because normally put the arrows fired by elves generally are real arrows that they make themselves. And generally put, elves are usually depicted as, even in Western fiction, are usually depicted as ones who are warriors. Either they have a bow and arrow, or they basically are swordsmen. Those are the two most common ones we come across. So she's like, oh, hugging him, because I think he's a child, like, no, I'm 16. And he's like, oh crap, she's 56. Like, things that's, well, in real life, basically, it's kind of old, like in the real world. But in the case of elves, that's pretty young. Yes, seriously. And then they have some horned rabbit. They spend the night. Though it's like, oh, I spent the night with another man. As a matter of fact, these two did not have sex. Yep. And then I wake up. And then, oh yeah, he has the world map skills. Like, oh, that's a AAA rare skill. It's like, really? Yeah, and we're going to see if they find a monster. And they find one. A crystal horned rabbit. And, like, oh, it has escape skill. So basically, they proceed to try to get fire first, misses, and then proceed to trap it, and then basically Hibiki just lie on a rock, proclaiming to be stupid, and then it's killed by Amelia. Excuse me. Yeah, killed by Amelia. And of course, basically, and then we cut to a town. We see a adventurer, Ivo, the adventurer, just an adventurer, and she's searching for somebody. Who? Well, we'll find out and see. And that's pretty much it here. I don't have time to watch any more episodes, and I'll probably watch the other 2 episodes tomorrow. Yeah, it won't take me very long to get this done. It's like only 3 episodes. It's not like it take me very long to get through. Not really, no. Because the first episode was released just not even 2 weeks ago. Episode 2 came out April 4th. And this last one, so it looks like it's going to be on Saturdays, this one. Well, that looks like to me. It looks like we're getting episode on Saturday. This one, I'm like, okay. Well, I might have to save it for Sunday, because Saturday is going to get pretty crowded. Yes, because we have Case Closed, we have Walking Demons Go Aramacon. Let's see. Right now, just 2, but I wouldn't be surprised if, in fact, that no, there's not one there. If in fact that Atlas the Bookworm comes out Saturday. Yeah, I've not heard anything about it. So, and I do know the new episode Case Closed this weekend. So, I think what I'll do when I catch this up, this is probably review on Sunday, because Sunday only has like 1 anime. You're like, really, only 1? Yeah, so when I catch this up, this is reviewed on Sunday. So as of right now, because at one point Saturday had about, I think, like 4 or 5 anime, but because I don't want to overcrowd Saturdays, given the fact I'm occasionally working Saturdays now, so because this airs Saturday, but I'm going to review it Sunday with One Piece, along with Project Red and Kamen Rider 6. But unless I hear the Atlas Bookworm, the first episode is released dubbed on Saturday, it's probably going to be just 2, because Trigon Stargaze is done. That's completely wrapped up. So, as of now, it's 2. It might be 3 this weekend. I don't know. But tomorrow, even though tomorrow is my birthday, and I have heard confirmation that we're going to basically increase the number of shows for tomorrow from 2 to 4. Which, that's a first for a Wednesday, because not only we have ReZero and Chain Soldier, but it's also been confirmed that beginning after the end, and just confirmed just today, actually, you know what, I think I'll save the rest of that for a bit. Actually, I'll review here. So the other one they confirmed for tomorrow is Reborn as a vending machine. Yes, that's been confirmed to have the dub come out tomorrow. Yes, for anime. I don't know if I got all of it done. It just depends. Friday, of course, currently has nothing. Can you believe it? Friday has nothing. Like, actually, there might be one anime on Friday. That's maybe that's where it's a slime, but as of the moment, it's an open day. Yep. So I might not get everything done that day. So, and Thursday only has one. So even though I don't get everything done in the case of the 4 anime tomorrow, I might finish it up probably Thursday. Yep. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, to notifications. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.